Russell Brunson is a marketing genius. He's built ClickFunnels into a multi-million-dollar empire. He's mastered sales funnels, webinars, events, direct response marketing. But there is one thing that he hasn't figured out. It's truly killing his business potential, and that is YouTube. For someone who's built one of the most successful digital marketing brands on the planet, you'd expect his YouTube channel to be dominating as well, right? But instead, his videos struggle to break past a few thousand views with a channel that has almost 400,000 subscribers. His engagement is low, and he's missing out on one of the most powerful client-generating platforms in today's age. So what's wrong? Why is Russell Brunson, one of the smartest marketers on the planet, failing at YouTube even though he's posting very consistently? And he said in multiple podcasts that he's switching his strategy over to YouTube and taking a step back from paid ads due to the expensive cost to acquire customers. Today, I'm going to break down the exact mistakes he's making, why it's hurting his business, and exactly what he needs to fix. So if you're building your brand on YouTube, this video is a must watch because you could be making these mistakes yourself. So I'm going to give a full analysis on his channel, and that way you could implement any of the things you see fit into your business. Let's get right into it. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Riley Madden. We help business owners generate high quality leads through YouTube content specifically. So if that interests you, subscribe to this channel as it talks about everything about getting clients from YouTube. So recently, Russell Brunson has been meeting up with a lot of YouTubers, from Ali Abdaal to Cody Sanchez to Think Media, as he's trying to learn from them first, as he really wants to get into the YouTube space. Now, he does understand content marketing and the fact that he has books, podcasts, and speaking events, but his YouTube strategy, it's outdated and it doesn't align with how YouTube works. And because of that, he's missing out on literally millions of potential views and leads into his business. So a rule of thumb for YouTube is a healthy channel typically gets 10 to 20% of views based on its subscriber amount. So in his case, being that he has over 375,000 followers, an average amount of views per video he should be getting is around 40,000 to 80,000 views. And a strong engaged channel should really be targeting around 50,000 to 100,000 views per video. And if your views with that amount of subscribers are under 10 to 20,000 a video, then it's a sign that your audience isn't engaging or your content strategy needs tweaked. Okay, so I have Russell Brunson's channel pulled up. I'll have my editor pull up his channel so you guys could look along with me. But just scrolling through his videos here, his videos, I mean, on average, 5,000 views, 3,000 views, 4,000, 7,000, 14,000, 20,000, 9, 11, 11, 15. He's definitely on the lower end of engagement. And it just baffles me because of all the authority he already has built up online. You would think his videos would be getting hundreds of thousands of views, but it's not happening. So I'm gonna break down the biggest mistakes he's making. And the first one is one that aggravates me a lot, and it is his packaging. He has very weak thumbnails and titles that just don't align with what YouTube culture really is. And I was being kind when I said weak. His thumbnails are absolutely awful. A lot of things look cluttered. There's a lot of different color schemes going on. Sparkles, kid-looking like rocket ships. There is bad fonts, bad colors. They're just really bad thumbnails, and I'm not being rude. I mean, even the one like for his podcasts, he has one with Ali, one with Cody Sanchez, and they're like super edited in the thumbnail, and it's not showing like the podcast setup, which it should. It should be them too, because it's a podcast. That's what people expect from the platform. They look super gimmicky, all of his thumbnails, cartoony almost, and I understand the concept that he's trying to go for, but it's not working. It's not working. There's a few on here that I would say, okay, these are pretty good. Like the one where he says from 0 to 1 million in 1 year, do this. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad title. And that's a good thumbnail because it clearly shows a nice transformation, and the color scheme's a lot better. Now, the color scheme on his other videos are concerning. It almost looks like he's paying someone like $15 from $5 Fiverr without much direction and letting them just do whatever they want. Some of them are okay, and what's funny is the ones I think are okay are the ones that have 60 to 90,000 views. But otherwise, super gimmicky, too many colors, not fitting with the YouTube culture whatsoever. And it makes me so mad because he has a lot of potential, but I see these corny thumbnails that look awful, and I can't believe nobody told him this. He's going and meeting with some YouTube strategists. Cody Sanchez is killing it on YouTube. These people know the top rules of YouTube, which packaging and thumbnails is like 80% of your video. And for them not to say, hey, you need better thumbnails is mind-blowing to me. It's never going to work. It'll stay at this level if he does not change his thumbnails. Like, I would literally repackage all of the videos he has. I will do this personally for him for no charge, but I just want him to see him win on here. I mean, they're bad. It hurts my head. But we're gonna move on from the thumbnails. Don't make your thumbnails gimmicky. Don't overcrowd them. Show them closer to the opening frame and not some made up photo. Don't use like weird graphics and old colors, and don't have like all these different elements. Stay with the rule of 3. If you're having text on your thumbnails, only do like 1 to 5 words and make it very clear. If you're using yellow, don't use that ugly yellow. Use a nice bright yellow that catches your attention, not like a warm yellow that's barely even yellow. It just doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. They don't look good. The thing is, his videos, like, he's great on camera, but that'll never be seen because people won't click if your thumbnails suck. That's my take on his thumbnails briefly. Now back to, and I would give more contrast in his colors. I would maybe make like black backgrounds with brighter words. I wouldn't do like a mix of orange and green and blue and then like a darker text. It's not looking well and it's not working. You guys can see that. And sometimes the expressions on his face is like overly acting, where people want kind of more of a like an action shot of you teaching compared to going like, that doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't. We're not in clickbait era, so I feel like these are clickbaity. I feel like they're low quality, low value thumbnails, and I feel like he could do a lot better at communicating with his face the message that the video is actually going to deliver on. And just the importance of a thumbnail. When good thumbnail, you have a high click-through rate, YouTube will start pushing your videos out to everyone possible. But without that, they won't ever get seen, except for your super fans that already know you and go to your channel from other routes. And then on to his titles. So the titles aren't clear to me and they're not showing what value I'm gonna get from them. They don't have keywords in them at all, and they're kind of long for YouTube. You want shorter titles, the better. If you don't have a good title and you don't have a good thumbnail, you will never succeed on YouTube. And they also don't drive much curiosity or urgency. They're kind of vague, kind of generic. And I feel like the messaging isn't saturating like what he's actually good at, which would be funnels, webinars, speaking events, direct response marketing, marketing tips, and actionable steps. Like, instead of me knowing that I'm going to get an actionable thing from him, it's more like this one I have pulled up: uncovering your hidden desires and why you never knew. What? And he's putting his name in his thumbnails. I mean, he's putting his name in his titles. The quickest way to increase your sales, Russell Brunson. No, don't do that. Only 2% of people will do this to change their world, Russell Brunson. Mindset magic. How is nobody telling him? I'm actually disturbed. I would do, instead of Russell Brunson shares 10 years of funnel hacking secrets, I would do something that feels more personal, like it actually came from him. So 10 years of funnel secrets in less than 1 hour. That's way better for the platform, drives more urgency, and it seems like it's personally coming from him. And with YouTube, as well as packaging, ideas are everything. And what I'm seeing from his ideas aren't the best. Like, we'll talk about his strategy in the mistake at the end, but just from looking at it, I mean, if I was him, I would definitely be making videos about ClickFunnels, about marketing, and I'd be framing them in a completely different way. Did we let my son drop out of high school? Not many people are going to care about that. And it only got 4,000 views. I have videos that are targeted just for a specific city and real estate, which is small, and they get more than that. Good idea. 23 ways to get traffic without Facebook. That is a great idea. And it got 20,000 views, so a little better for him. I can't believe people aren't helping him better. And then you have another thing where in his bio, he has about 7 links. You want to keep it simple on YouTube. If people get confused, they won't convert. You want to give them kind of 1 to 3 call to actions. If you're someone like him and you have a lot of places to funnel people, I would pick at least like 3 to narrow it down instead of having 7 different links. You see that you get overwhelmed. So I would definitely have more of a strategic plan on where he wants to funnel his YouTube people into his business. So let's just take a look at his last video and how I would change it. So his last video says, last year was brutal. 6 strategies on how to bounce back after, and then it cuts off because I can't read it, but then after a tough year. He also had another title you probably heard. This is why 2024 tested me like never before. Let's start with that one. First of all, what did people probably hear? I don't know if that's a way to spark curiosity, but it honestly makes me feel like if I didn't hear it, why would I care? And where's the clear value? Why would a random stranger click on that video? And no one's really searching out why 2024 tested me at all. I'd never searched that in my life. I don't think anyone is. So he still wants to leverage, even though he's a big player, he still wants to leverage search traffic because that's going to get YouTube to understand his ideal audience, which is probably business owners, and that will start feeding the content out to them. But if I Google like business, marketing, he does not come up for any of it. And that's, I mean, if I YouTube search it, not Google it. So what I would do, I would retitle that video, How 2024 Destroyed My Business and What I Did to Fix It. That gives me curiosity. And if 2024 destroyed my business, I would think, oh, what he did to fix it, it destroyed mine too. Click. And then the other one, last year was brutal. 6 strategies on how to bounce back after a tough year. I'm going to say that's way too generic. It doesn't give a specific feel to it for people to actually care to click. And 6 strategies, I would do 6 steps. 6 strategies feels more generic again, like more self-help instead of actionable steps we could take to get there. And that's what people on YouTube want, is actionable steps. They're trying to learn. They already have that intent. And it doesn't give enough insight on what the video is actually about, like what type of struggles, mental, financial, physical. So what I would do instead is say, my business flatlined in 2024. Here's 6 steps that saved it. Or 6 proven steps to fix your life and business, parentheses, recover from 2024 or recover from last year. Those feel a lot more actionable, like I'm going to get value out of this video and I know what value I'm gonna get out of it. So another example is going to be his video that was done 2 weeks ago. It's titled 25,805 event tickets sold with this funnel behind the scenes. And then his thumbnail says, still my funnel hacking live funnel. Too much going on in the thumbnail to be honest with you, but the title's not good either. So what I would do in that case, in the thumbnail, I would put over 25,000 tickets sold. And then in the title, I would say maybe breaking my event funnel down so you can just copy me, or complete breakdown of my best funnels for event. That is like a guide. I'm going to get a guide on his best funnels for events. And oh, in the thumbnail, he sold over 25,000. That's just like how it works. It's hard for me to even articulate it, but you want the thumbnail and the title to communicate together. You want the title to really show what you're going to get with the curiosity. And the thumbnail could be the extra pizzazz in there, like over 25,000 sold, to entice you to click on it. And this is just how my brain works. That's why it's hard for me to articulate it, because I could just go in, I could know exactly how to package it up to get the highest click-through rate. So it's just frustrating for me to see all of his videos. Like I would do so much different in order to get his click-through rate up, his whole strategy, and just make his channel a lot more aesthetically pleasing. And yeah, I'm taking a look at his channel. He's not really adding many keywords in there, not many about business. He has funnel in there, but I would do more of the marketing approach with him because he's so big, and that's get searched out way more. But yeah, not many keywords. Like, understand your superpower with this personality test. Secret of getting ahead of 99% of people. Should I let my son drop out of high school? I'm starting over. The video that is good, in my opinion, is your funnel sucks. Here's how to fix it. Beautiful video. Thumbnail's not bad. And 60,000 views almost. He should be making more content. Russell, if you're watching this, go to popular, study your best performers, branch off from those. But to get back to the mistakes. So mistake number 2 is actually in his videos. He's doing the salesy approach, kind of, not really. He's providing a lot of value, but he's not building that community. And instead he opens his videos like, oh, Russell Brunson here. Like, you wanna show people your credentials, your credibility at the beginning. He's acting like people already know who he is. He's not speaking to new eyeballs, which is extremely important for YouTube because people will feel outcasted. You wanna make them feel included, and you wanna reinforce your credibility so people like remember and know your credentials and what you've done. So if I was him, I would start my videos like, and if you don't know who I am, I'm Russell Brunson. I built a multi-million-dollar company. I've done this, this, and that. And today we're talking about this. So you want to provide that why should we listen to you factor a lot more clear, especially for people who don't know who he is. That's how he's actually going to attract more people into his world the right way. And he is a sales guy at heart. His whole business is about funnels, offers, selling, and it works beautifully on landing pages, webinars, funnels, all of it. But on YouTube, it's a different game. You don't want it to be a sales presentation. You want it to feel like a conversation with a friend. And YouTube isn't about any offers. It's about just creating so much value that eventually people will work with you. You want to nurture and warm them up for years before they will convert, maybe months, depending on the strategy. But you never want to get into the salesy part because YouTube isn't a selling platform. It's really community building, culture, and people naturally wanting to work with you from that. So what I would do is create videos that focus on real solutions without pitching too early. And if you want to pitch, you could pitch on your sales page, not on YouTube. And they could find you from YouTube, then go to your sales page and get pitched there, but not on the YouTube videos. And I would do a value approach CTA. So whatever that looks like for him, his marketing's complex. It really depends on what his strategy is, but that would definitely be part of it. And I would treat it more like a brand building tool compared to a sales tool. If you give them your best free content, they will naturally want to work with you later. The law of reciprocity. And if you guys want me to break down your YouTube channel or you want to start a YouTube channel for your business to get leads, I took my business from 0 to 6 figures in 1 year all from YouTube. And these are the best leads ever. So feel free to book a call, first link in the description. If you want to learn more about our done for you, done with you solutions, and how we could really help you use your YouTube channel to bring in high quality leads every single week. And mistake number 3 is his entire content strategy. It's all over the place. There's no content buckets. There's no clear structures, and this is a big reason why his channel is not growing. He doesn't have consistent content pillars to attract and retain returning viewers. He doesn't really have structured videos that'll keep people more engaged and knowing what to expect from his channel. So what I would do if I was him is create 3 to 5 content pillars to really focus on those formats and continue them, and also track what's working well so he could do more of those formats. I would absolutely, depending on who he wants to attract and his overall strategy, I would do funnel breakdowns and analyze real world funnels just on his computer even, and going on them and showing his, I mean, that would be valuable. That would be so valuable for a lot of people, even if he did a live and got a few people on there and analyzed their funnel. But going on there and providing real funnel breakdowns, he's the funnel guy. That's what a lot of people know him as. So I would definitely leverage funnel hacks, why your funnel sucks, how to fix your funnel, like that one video he did, but top 10 tips for your funnel, how to make the best headline for your funnel, what should be here, 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 event funnels versus maybe even YouTube funnels. I would be breaking down everything about funnels. Also maybe marketing psychology hacks. He's known for that as well. He's very, very good. So any storytelling hacks, I would be framing my content more like that because that's going to provide real value to his target audience. Case studies, so maybe successful breakdowns of people he's worked with, like maybe his top players could be a good one, but I feel like he doesn't need that necessarily because he has so much proof everywhere. So it could be an option to incorporate to get more of like a one-on-one feel with some of his past clients in his inner circle or whatever he really wants to push. But he should really be planning his content more like a Netflix series where each video kind of leads into the next one and people know what to expect from his content, because that's when you get them looking forward to it. The new funnel breakdown or whatever format he chooses, you got to get them in the binge watching state, because YouTube's really going to push. If people are watching more of your videos compared to just one or two, that's going to be great for the algorithm. And whatever he wants to do, he could teach ad strategies, events. He has a lot of knowledge, but he's just not capitalizing on it in the YouTube space. Russell Brunson has the knowledge, he has the expertise, he has good content to dominate on the YouTube platform and literally transform his business, but he just really needs to change his strategy, his packaging, and understand YouTube a little bit better. And if he does that, his channel could explode, especially with the authority that he has as a person. A lot of times people like him get on YouTube and start killing it right away because of what he's already accomplished. People are willing to listen to him, but he just needs to reinforce what he's accomplished. He needs way better packaging. He needs to understand more of the culture of YouTube and how to kind of communicate as a YouTuber compared to anything else, because even podcasts are a lot different. If he is a content strategist, sorry, but he needs a new one. So if you're making any of these mistakes on YouTube, stop it immediately, get better at your thumbnails, titles, idea creation, and focusing on your strengths and truly what's going to provide value to your audience, not just making content about you because you think it's cool, but truly like solving their problems in each video and providing so much value that they have no choice but to buy. And if you want to map out a custom YouTube strategy with me for your business, where we could get on a call, see if YouTube will be a good fit for your business. It works especially well with information-based businesses, and anything where you could teach, it could transform your life like it did to mine. And these are the highest quality leads you will ever get. These people are warmed up and ready to buy, pre-sold leads. Click the first link in the description if you want to learn more about how we could work with you to grow your YouTube channel for your business. And if you want to see a video that goes really in depth about complete YouTube content strategy for your business, from thumbnails, SEO, positioning, you could click on this video right here, because it is years of YouTube knowledge in 40 minutes. We'll see you there.